What up? What up? What up? To another edition of Honest Assholes. You already know what it is, baby. It's the Messiah holding it down for the IE. You already know what time it is. Got the fam back. You already know what it is. Season 4, Honest Assholes. Got my boy Mizzle, D Nizzle, La La Juicy, and
Yeah.
my baby Boogie holding it down. What's up, fam?
You're
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We have some technical difficulties, you know what I'm saying? But it's all, let's get back into this motherfucker while we still hot and fresh. You feel me? Causes of divorce. Now, again, Boogie, babe, when you think of causes of divorce, like automatically what pops in your head? Like what do you think the reasons why people are getting divorced these days, especially during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I feel like it was more so people were really forced to look at their relationships, forced to look at themselves because, a lot of people were out of work, or they were working from home, more so than just remote workers. And also kids were at home. They were at home schooling. I forgot about that. We need to bring up
yeah.
that part
Mm-hmm.
home at that time. I feel like people maybe have maybe were over hypersensitive, and you know people going to work that broke up that monundum of everyday life, and that was their outlet, and um it just allowed them. I should have said monotony, not monundum. More, I don't know where that came from. But anyway, yeah. But so just people maybe they thought they could stand their partners, and they really didn't know who they were married to. It's kind of hard to keep up a facade when you're with a person 24 hours. The pandemic was hard. If people were maybe struggling with mental illness or just uncertainties within themselves, and it's kind of hard to cover stuff up or deal with certain things when you don't have a chance to get away. you
Mm-hmm.
know it can
Oh, so
be.
niggas was in jail together.
I
Yeah,
mean,
pretty much.
some
No,
couples, thought about
I mean,
they
yeah.
thought about it like that. Let's just keep it real. Some couples felt that way. Some couples they thrived. They already had good communication skills and they grew from that. But we're talking about cause of divorce. So it just depends on that particular couple. If they had issues prior to the pandemic, that just made it worse. You feel me? Because if you already struggling personally, if you couldn't go to work or get out the house, I can imagine how that affected your life within your household. You know what I'm saying? With your
Right.
kids, and if you did lack of finances, that's a big divorce issue without the fucking pandemic. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, not being able to feed your family. You feel me? So that's how I look at it.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Come on,
See,
sis. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-mm-mm.
Shane
see,
I.
Them sounded like some weak ass marriages, but okay.
Exactly, and those are weak marriages. You got to think about, like I said, you think about one of the reasons why you got married, and if it wasn't solid foundational reason why you got married at that time, of course your marriage is gonna crumble.
Facts.
If it wasn't built on substance.
Right. On God.
I
Right.
Mm.
also felt like a lot of people put themselves in position to where they felt like this is all they needed to do was to get married and not even know who their partner is, know who they're marrying. You're just getting into marriage just because, as I stated earlier, nobody, you feel like you can't be alone. You feel like you can't pay for anything alone. You feel like you can't do anything by yourself. So it's just easier to just always have somebody there with you, but not knowing,
Mhm.
The
when it
convenience.
comes to marriage, like when it comes to marriage, it's a lot more than just finances. I mean, it is finances, but it's the main thing is connection. If you don't have a strong connection
Right.
with the person that you're taking, because this is a commitment. This isn't no fucking high school relationship. We're not just going to prom. You know what I'm saying? We're getting married. Where everything that we do is based on us making decisions together. And if you don't have that mentality, you know what I'm saying, before going into the marriage, you fucking finna divorce. You were divorced before the fucking pandemic got here. The pandemic was just the fucking icing on the cake.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
most people are getting married for the wrong reasons anyway.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Who
Exactly.
am I to call out you guys as horrible decisions? You know what I mean? who the fuck am I? You know? But
An
Yeah.
honest asshole. Honest asshole.
yeah, real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
So,
know, people like
well,
to
the
get
ball's
married
on
on
you.
the honeymoon stage, and they don't understand that the honeymoon comes to an end, and reality set in. You know what I mean? And you realize, damn, I rushed into this or
Mhm.
whatever. You know?
So, well, the ball's in your court, Dina. So when a person asks you, like when they just off the rip, they just ask you off the rip, like, Dina, what do you feel is the reason why a lot of divorces are coming to par, especially nowadays? Because you talked about it earlier, but we had some technical difficulties, and I would like you to touch back on that subject.
Yeah,
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Yeah, for me, it's very simple. And you know, the women are gonna hate me for this, but it's reality. Women are the cause of most divorces.
No.
Yes, it is, because people, the thought of marriage here, only in America is it like this. The thought of marriage here in America is extremely one-sided from the beginning to the end of it. From the beginning, it's all about the woman. She gets the big ring, the big dress, the big wedding, the proposal. That is all the actual wedding is all about the woman, and then that just proceeds into the marriage.
Well,
One of the most known catchphrases in modern America is "happy wife, happy life."
Yeah.
But what about the man? What about the husband? The husband wants, needs, desires, emotions, all that shit is put to the side or on the back burner to the woman.
But a happy wife is gonna make sure your life is great.
No, that's not always the case, because sometimes making your wife happy, you have to sideline yourself, and that becomes a routine thing. You get lost in yourself trying to be a husband to her.
You can get lost in yourself trying to be a wife.
And then when I come to you, or when men come to the woman with the issue or complaint or whatever, that issue is deflected upon her new now complaints and issues, and then it goes right back to the man trying to fix those issues and complaints to keep her happy, and he's put on the back burner.
Mhm.
And then when he changes his ways, because it is starting to feel one-sided, and unknowingly it is projecting into his mood, energy, and everything else, now she's looking at him like, what's wrong with him? This ain't the man that I married. And that becomes an issue and a problem. Who runs to the court first in most cases, man or woman? Women. So it started with a woman, ended with a woman.
can we just remember what you just said right now? Who runs there the most? And then, because I want to piggyback off that one right there.
Yeah. You know, men, first of all, men don't want to, in most cases, women are the ones who file for divorce.
Right?
One, there's also this other phrase that comes into play. It's cheaper
Oh.
to keep her. You know what I mean? Men don't think that the court system is going to be on his side, regardless if he's the one that files or don't file. You know what I mean? So divorce ain't in our motherfucking cards. So we have to just endure and stick it out. And the enduring never gets fucking addressed, because the marriage has always been one-sided. It's all about the woman. The woman is the cause of most divorces in America.
And not to cut you off, bro, but you're absolutely right, because we did a little bit of homework. It's actually 70% of divorces are initiated by women.
By women. Yep.
There it is there.
I did that too.
There it is.
You always hear women. You always hear women. I mean, you always hear women say that it's always them complaining about they're not happy.
Well, no, I think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's always it's always women, because the men probably have not been happy well off into the relationship, but they don't want to go to court because they know they're gonna get fucked in the end. Literally. So I think that's why a lot of men refrain from like, hey, I just want to call it quits, because there's that saying, what you say, it's cheaper to keep her. So and we all know that's real. You know what I mean? I got a lot of friends who went through divorce and they got the short end of the stick. Literally, like you what happened? And she been in jail and she didn't did this, and you still gotta pay XYZ, and you gotta have visitations. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the rate for women who seek divorce is a lot higher, because men are like, yo, I ain't even trying to go that route. I'm gonna stick around and figure it out until we just can't figure it out no more, which is terrible.
In reality, it's terrible. Relationships are naturally harder on men than it is women.
I agree.
To be honest with you, it is in most cases, unless you're dealing with a diva for a nigga who just acts like a diva. Men are very simple people to please and to deal with. Women, on the other hand, naturally are a little more difficult to please and to deal with and to maintain contribution to their happiness.
What the eyes?
Hear my words. To maintain contribution to her happiness. It's more easier for women to deal with men. We're just more simple. You know what I mean? So if there's difficulties in the marriage, usually for the man issues, there are very simple fixes. For the woman's issues, we usually gotta jump through obstacle courses to deal with the woman's issues. And it's usually issues by the many.
Well, you opened up a whole situation.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you were spot on.
Mike, talking. It's your turn.
Definitely, like I said, like in regards to like divorces and things like that. For example, like I believe the most unappreciated person on earth is the black man. Period.
Oh, wait a minute.
We are the most unappreciated people on the earth. And the reason why I say that, stating the fact is because, again, back to what D-Nut was saying, we do have to sometimes jump. Women do too, but majority of men have to jump through so many loops when it becomes to their woman. You get what I'm saying? If you're not a provider, you're looked at differently. If you're not
a leader,
have the charisma, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different entities that men will have to deal with. You get what I'm saying?
They're not a mind reader.
Yeah, so more so and more so, we as men sometimes silently suffer.
Yeah, we endure.
So again, you got a lot of these athletes that make their hard-earned money, but that's their fault because you got to know who you're dealing with, because you cannot build a home on quicksand. So when I say that, I use that analogy as in, okay, you want the pretty girl, you want this, you want that, but you're not really looking what's inside of her. You get what I'm saying? So it's all fun and games when the everybody partying and this and that and that and this, but the pandemic showed people who people really are. It shows you're locked down for 24 hours. You start seeing the insecurities. You start seeing all the unaddressed issues that sometimes are being swept under the rug because we have this ideal marriage, or we look good in pictures, or marriages have turned into business contracts. It turned into business contracts.
Damn. Let me. I'm gonna stand up on that because you a real nigga, bro.
So it becomes like a business transaction now. It's not built off of love. It's not built off of, people don't even live
morals.
by the
Worse,
vows.
a lack of morals.
Yeah, so it's like it's a facade. It's a facade. So think about it. When you're not around somebody, you really can't analyze who they really are. You can't. But when you're in a secluded environment, you're gonna start seeing things that you didn't see or you overlooked. Like, oh, she really can't cook, or this nigga really ain't shit. Like, you know, then I took some notes. Then you start dealing with mental, physical, emotional abuse. You get what I'm saying? The tension in the house is having everybody on edge. You know, and then you got social media that, again, you got people that try to pattern their marriages behind everybody else's. So now you're looking at Jay-Z and Beyonce relationship, and that's what you want for you and your guy, and you're mad at your guy because he's not Jay-Z. Or the guy is mad because he's not Beyonce.
Did you know what's funny about that though? We don't even know what happened on that elevator, but a lot of y'all would have walked after that elevator.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
A lot of people don't take them vows serious. They walk over every little fucking thing. She's a runner, she's a track star phase is like Jesus.
And then to further go in, people not willing to do the work for a relationship. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, before you enter into a marriage, you have to understand, do you unconditionally love this person that you're willing to deal with whatever is thrown in your relationship, but you're still going to grow as one? If you're not willing to do that, then you should never get married. You should never get married. You get what I'm saying?
People get married for the wrong fucking reasons, bro. Every fucking day I see it, bro.
Honestly, and then too, before you get married, you said that you need to figure out if you really love that person. You need to make sure you love yourself first before you get married. Like that part right there, because if you don't love yourself, then I feel like you settle for whatever treatment in your relationship. Just
not to cut you off, but an insanity mindset is doing the same exact thing and expecting different results.
Exactly.
So I think it's crazy as hell for you to be broken and get in a relationship and expect that person to fix you.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell to me. No, that's great. No, that's great. But that goes on both sides, because you got broken men that didn't have nurturing mothers. But here's the crazy part about it. Some of the men that had tough mamas are really good men.
Yeah.
Are really good men. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dina had a tough mom. Vin had a tough mom. I had a tough mom. And I'm not saying like tough mama. Like, just that it was a certain standard that we had to obtain no matter what. You get what I'm saying? Because they was raising us to be the men that they never had. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's one of them things where accountability is another big thing. But now, again, you have this new era of women that's like, oh, well, fucking nigga, if he don't do this, he don't do that. Or what, you know, get half and this. You really never cared about him. You never really cared about him. So then you got the hold on. Then you got these men. You got these powder puff niggas that you got these powder puff niggas. You got these powder puff niggas that get mad, want to jump on the woman because she's not listening to you, but you're not in no position to lead, bro. I'm sorry,
pause. Can you explain what a power puff nigga is, please?
Yeah, power puffs, like, you know, for one, like, I feel like if you got to rule with force or anything like that, you're not a man. Go do that. Go do that to a nigga. Go do that to a nigga. Like, it's easy to do that on a woman. Like, I get that, but then again, it's all about accountability. It's all about, like, you gotta do your research. You're not just gonna go in a restaurant and just eat to eat, right? No, you're gonna go off of your experiences. You're gonna go off of the menu, what you like, certain things, reviews. You're gonna gather all that information to make a decision that that's what we're gonna eat.
I like my menu. That's why I stay.
You feel me? You feel me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That just my mind always somewhere else. Go ahead.
Nah, don't trip, bro. I'm in the same boat. But Lala, you've been quiet over there. I was coming to you next.
Waiting for my turn.
I was waiting.
It's your turn, sis.
Okay, so during the pandemic, I felt like a lot of people had unresolved issues already.
Let's go.
So, like Amber was saying, when work stopped, that made people that didn't already like each other be stuck with each other. You know, a lot of people, for example, they couldn't cheat no more because they were you can't go anywhere.
The side bitch mad and everything.
Exactly. You can't go
Oh no, the fuck he did not go there. Oh my God. I need liquor.
You ain't lying. Hey, you is not lying.
You can't go to work no more and say that's where you're at.
Wow.
Also, you know, a lot of people, you know, were getting money, scamming and shit. So they felt like, I don't even scam. I can go start a new life. So a lot of that was, tell me if I'm lying. A lot of that was going on.
No, she right.
Who are you?
No cap.
Right, they was walking around like this.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
Living a whole new life, big facade.
Hey, they was out here perpetrating like a
niggas was miserable. Niggas was miserable at home.
This is crazy.
And you know, Lala, I bet you knew this because how many messages you get talking about, oh, when this pandemic is over, it's on. I'm gonna take you X, Y, and Z. We gonna do.
A lot.
Did you go?
Okay.
No.
Lala was outside during the pandemic.
Oh God.
I was outside during the pandemic.
She was outside.
I was not on lockdown.
This is about me.
She was outside.
I was in Miami.
The whole pandemic.
The pandemic changed a lot of people for the worse.
I went to Miami too.
I agree with that though. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
A lot of people got to live their fake life. You know.
Yeah, man.
You know.
That contributed.
The life that they perpetrated prior on like social media prior to the pandemic, they actually got to live it a little bit. You know, you go to the swap meet. I swear I didn't see no gold in that motherfucker. They all ran, bought the gold and the Jordans and all that shit. This shit was crazy. All that. That shit was crazy.
Look,
they became real niggas because they had some
crab legs.
Not knowing that money ain't making you a real nigga, you still a
nigga wasn't the strippers made so much money off of EDD and PPP. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Listen, the PPP had lame niggas thinking that they just
hey. Look, the repossession, that car repo rate quadrupled after that money shriveled up. It was a wrap, nigga. Lot. All them foreigns went right back to the lot, nigga.
Okay.
Right back to the lot.
Repo man made a lot of money.
All them fucking Scat Packs and Hellcats, them motherfuckers went right back to the lot, nigga. You know what I mean? With a no price tag on them hoes.
New price tag.
Does it seem? Let me ask y'all.
That side chick side nigga thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe that brings balance into their relationships. Not like speaking to their partner, but individually they feel like it brings balance to their relationships. So
them the motherfuckers that's not happy.
Yeah. So when
the pandemic
got you on lockdown and you can't go to your side piece, I can't see how that can build up frustration. You missing the bitch you really want.
It's not where you. It's not where you. It's not where you want to be.
It was conversations going like, man.
Hey, look.
With this bitch, man.
You can't even sneak away to get on that phone or nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
nigga, you in the garage having a whisper conversation because she upstairs. Nigga, come on now, bro.
It's not where you at. It's not where you at. It's where you want to be.
I got a story for y'all real quick. Tell me why at that time I wasn't with baby And some nigga was trying to talk to me during the pandemic. He was in a bathroom, yo. I heard the female in the background talking about, who you on the phone
with?
Yeah, it was a lot of domestic violence going on in the pandemic.
I mean, to be honest, I'll be honest, I'll keep it real. You know, I might have been one of them chicks that was on the sideline and I'm like, girl, why you sneaking calling me? You know, I knew I was, you know what I'm saying?
I think I probably seen your number.
That is a damn shame.
But
you know it's weird.
At least Juicy owning her shit.
At
least he owning her shit.
You know what's crazy though? I wish it would be a lockdown right now. First of all, I don't want to do shit without my woman anyway.
Hey,
all we do is stay in the crib anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But I wish it wasn't. No,
I'm tired of you old filthy ass motherfuckers out here on the road and shit. The roads were clear and shit. It was Gucci for me. Shit.
I also feel like too, though, man. A lot of that, the divorce rate. I think people are scared to like get to know their partners even more. I mean, once they feel like they're together, they feel like that's where it stops. Like, okay, we're still not finding out more about each other. Like me and baby, we find out shit about each other, if not daily and weekly, and that's what makes us even happier because so you like, okay, you know, you like this, okay, and just for the simple fact, people are scared to get to know their partners, bro. They rather just either give up or just settle.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
That's because people don't have a real personality outside of social media.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna get bored with my woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just no way. It's too many fucking things that my creative mind is gonna put into play.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? That's just me though.
And you always have to continue to date each other.
All the time.
And that's the thing. You never stop learning your partner. And I think a lot of people have what the goal of marriage is. A lot of people's like, oh, my goal is to be married and do this and do that. Marriage is not the goal. Maintaining the marriage is the goal.
Yeah. I heard Mike say this. I heard Mike say this once on a previous episode. It was like marriage is the beginning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning of it. That's just where it starts. The idea is where it starts. That's where the work actually begins. You know what I mean? And people lose sight of that. But once again, niggas get married for the wrong fucking reason.
Right.
You married her. You married this fucking ditzy ass retard because she got a cute face and a fat ass.
Right.
But real quick,
got no life qualities.
Before we switch topics, our next question, Vince. Mike or Dina, one of y'all talked about social media. Do you know see some of the topics I see on social media right now really blow me when it comes to marriage, because I see this all the time, and unfortunately it's a lot of posts by Black women. If you're with a man for 6 months and he don't know if he want to marry you at that point, then you are not the one for him. And I be thinking about this like 6 months. This is why divorce rate so high. What is 6 months?
Because
nigga, I'm gonna tell you, the first year you don't even really know the person you fucking with, because that's a facade. Because that person is he or she's gonna do everything they want. They think you want them to be and do to win you over. Then that second year is really when y'all get to know each other, especially if you could join houses. That shit start going all kind of ways.
I got a jewel for
you know
y'all.
what I'm saying? So hold on, so my whole thing is that whole thing y'all be on Facebook about 6 months bullshit. No, because I
don't know why Black women put that little time frame on.
Because social media
men in marriage anyway.
Social media. And they listen to social media saying, if you're not engaged by 2 years, within 2 years, then you don't need it. That man knows not for you. You don't need to be married. First of all, stop putting the time and date stamp on love and marriage.
Thank you. I'm having a I ain't gonna say an issue, but this comes up in conversation a lot because men talk about marriage.
I love it.
A lot.
I love it.
What I mean? And it was the whole, by year 2, we need to be engaged and getting married. And I'm like, in year 2, how dare you put a time frame on when
you can't put a time and date stamp on that. My first and only marriage, We were together 10 years before I got married. Now, granted, a lot of that I was young in high school, but I got married at 22. I should have just waited a little longer. I may not have gotten married because we were still young trying to figure the shit out. So in year 2, if you're not living with the person, honestly, I'm all about test driving before I purchase a vehicle. So all that you shouldn't live with each other. No. You really don't know a person till you live with them.
I think age plays a big part. Age, young marriages. I do believe if you're really young, you should wait. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. We lasted 17 years.
Meet a motherfucker within 2 years. Y'all need to be married. All that, like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't agree with that part. But when let's take it back to when you start talking about morals and stuff, and being like how our mothers and grandmothers were. What is that term? Shacking up. You're not supposed to be living together and doing all that without being married.
We ain't supposed to be fucking either.
What happened to that?
We ain't supposed to be fucking either.
Yeah, but a lot of we not
when
in
you're building a life together though, and you're moving in that direction.
Don't pick and choose what you want to apply to that and not apply to that.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I was just about to say that.
Don't do that.
Fornicating is all.
Don't do that, because
you're
talking a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Totally different thing. Don't try to pick and choose what you want to be relevant to the argument. If that's the case, you got to take that in whole totality.
I see a lot of women.
Because if I ask you right now, all right, well, let's live separate and let's not have sex anymore until we get married. Are you down with it?
No.
All right, then. Been doing it. All right, then.
Go ahead, Jules.
I do see a lot of women that will use the Bible verse to their advantage. I'm gonna use this because this benefits me. Like, thou should not shack up, or who gets fed first? Oh, my man's gonna eat first for my kids. Bitch, shut up. Because any real man's not gonna let you feed him first over no damn kids. You sound stupid.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
You sound
stupid. You make them plates and you hand that plate to that baby.
You
make them plates and you hand that plate to that baby.
Because let me tell you real quick. My parents been married almost 34, I'm about to be 34 years. And my dad always, even now, we are grown, okay? Even before this man, my dad won't eat until all of us are fed. Even though it's plenty, but still, he'd rather make sure that his wife and his children eat before him, and if he has to, he will take whatever. Okay, and my father ain't no weak man. Okay, my father has worked and owned his several businesses, but still, as out of his household, he makes sure that his family is fine first.
Yeah. And you're right. And Lala, I understand what you're saying about the whole shacking up. You want to do this right, you want to do that, and I can appreciate the way you think. But we talk about our moms, our grandparents, but life has changed so much. We can't keep going back to the times where our grandparents because the cost of living was a lot different. You hear women now talking about, if my man can't provide for me. And so I want to apologize to Mike because he was saying he's the most disrespected. And I was like, no, that's not true, because I feel like the Black woman is the most unappreciated. So I was mixing the two together because Malcolm X said in his own words that Black women are. But that's a whole different topic.
Black women are?
That was at a different time, though.
Oh God! Oh God!
That was at a
different time. It was a different time.
He was absolutely true, speaking facts.
Hold on.
For that time period.
Yeah, and that's a different topic.
Hey, Juice, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How many good Black men you passed up on?
Honestly, I can't stand you. Honestly, I've passed up maybe 2 in my lifetime, and I'm not afraid to admit that because I just felt like it was right, because I was still too busy trying to be fast. Too busy trying to be fast. Because I came out a whole 17-year relationship, so I was just like, after I was with one person until I was 29 years of age.
And then you
so imagine once I got one piece, I was out there just like, oh wow. So, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. So I had passed up probably on 2 good men. But what I'm saying is,
people just don't be morally inclined together. We have to morally be on the same train.
I knew
our morals can't be going in different directions and expect something fruitful from that. You know what I'm saying?
So see, from the from the beginning. For instance, you two, if that's what you want, those are the things that should have been discussed up front. Well, we're not gonna have sexual relations, and we're not gonna do this until we can join households and marriage and blah blah blah.
That's just a different subject.
I was very upfront about what I desired and what I wanted and where I
wonder why he was so quick talking about a different subject.
But once again, the thing is, people, I'll go back to what y'all said earlier about communication, right? If you don't communicate what you think marriage is and what the next person think marriage is, your partner, y'all ain't never gonna be on the same page, because you're married and your role in the marriage is based on your marital foundations, and his or her role is based on their marital foundations, and it might not be the same, so that shit don't fucking work.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if a woman want to leave me because I'm going through hard times. The nerve of you raggedy ass, weak ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Acrimony.
I mean? I'm keeping it a buck, bro. I feel like women leave marriages for weak ass fucking reasons.
Financial is big. And that's what I'm saying.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm your husband, not your fucking daddy. You ain't no fucking child.
Right.
The fuck you thought this was? Like we supposed to be partners in this shit.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
If
my soul is supposed to be tied to you. When I tell a motherfucker, God forbid to ever have to happen, but I'm real life gonna live under that bridge with my woman if that's what the fucking situation calls for at that time. Yeah, I'm gonna go through hell and hot water. That's who I am. That's what I'm in it for.
Can I just say
I'm not bailing on no weak ass shit, because I ain't no weak ass.
There's a scenario when you're talking about you've been with somebody for X amount of years. Don't put a time limit on love and all that. But as you get older, you want to start acquiring things. I have a relative that just bought a house with their significant other. They're not married. He, gave money down on the house, and now they're having little issues. You guys aren't married. So your boyfriend went and bought the house. You gave him money to the house. You have no access to the house financially.
So she didn't go on the deed with him?
No.
That's the problem.
But that's a dumb decision, though. But that's just a stupid fucking decision.
That was a dumb decision.
But they're thinking that they're gonna be together. Well, he's thinking they're gonna be together for ever. This is his person. That's why I'm saying it's like, what are we doing in these X amount of years? This is the argument that I brought up to debunk that whole. Oh, we need to be married within this time frame. This was my argument. This is my question. If after 2 years, I haven't proposed to you, and then for whatever reason, if that's your reason for wanting to leave the relationship, cool, I respect it. But then you go and date another motherfucker for another 2 years, and the same thing fucking happens. He don't pop the question. So now you done had 3 relationships in 6 years, and nothing came of it. But I might have been ready at 3.5 years. Or 3 years.
Right.
So you rather gamble with the rest of them rather than now. I'm want to say I'm not dating nobody for no fucking 5 years and we not getting married. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be in no long-term fucking relationship that doesn't have significant meaning. Because if I don't marry you by X amount of time and we ain't talking 2 years or whatever, then obviously I don't think that you're the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not dating you for 5 years, La. That's not gonna happen.
No, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Right. You can't
but when you come in and say, oh, we need to be engaged and the marriage plans need to be put into place within 2 years, and I tell you, get the fuck out of here.
After 2 years, a couple should know what direction they want to go into.
We know what direction we want to go into right now.
Okay.
But that don't
you can have conversations about it, but I'm not going to be on no timeline with it. Like, we can talk about it.
Next question, then.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now she want to change the subject, bro.
We don't want Bonnie and Clyde.
She don't like the flames that come from that fucking kitchen,
no, it's
bro.
Fine, but we're just spending
but listen, you're right. You do know like where the relationship is going, but see, to we're not making no excuse, but marriage is forever. This is a forever decision, and you cannot put a time limit on forever. And
and when you look around and see all these people getting engaged and talking marriage, because me and you, we talk about everything. My life is thrown on you and vice versa. You look around and be like, I know these motherfuckers ain't talking about fucking marriage. Like, this shit is a fucking joke out here.
Yeah.
So when I do it again, because I've done it before for the wrong reasons, I'm married and divorced. You're married and divorced. I need to know whole motherfucking without a shadow of a doubt that this is going to be forever locked in. And
because you don't want to do it again, you don't want to make that mistake.
In other words,
Dina, only time will reveal if some increments of issues leave.
And not to cut you off, bro. But just basically just tag me in. What you just said right there is so powerful. What you just said,
right?
That you need to know that, because again, I'm not willing to lose again. I'm not going to do that.
I feel the same way.
And it's not for debate. And if I have to take my time, I'm gonna take my time to make sure that's what it has nothing against with you. I just want, you know what I mean? Like, it's things that need to be worked on.
Well, it don't take 5-10 years to.
No, you're absolutely right.
That's all I'm saying.
That I was just about to say that, Lala. I was about to say that. If
people leave marriages for weak ass reasons.
And let's say sometimes a man will put basically a shut the fuck up engagement ring on your finger and still have no intentions on marriage. Be engaged for like 9-10 years, and it's never gonna get married. So you wasted your life with this person.
But it is harder to try to convince or put a time and date stamp on somebody who's already been there and done that, because like he said, I've been married and divorced. I want to make sure the second time around it's right. So it's going to be a little more hard.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all know people that have been together for, let's say, 7 to 10 years? They've been together, no engagement in sight, no marriage in sight. And they got a shitload of problems.
They don't want to get married.
I'm gonna tell you one celebrity couple we never hear about. They've been together for years and they ain't never been married. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. How many times have you heard about them?
But here's the thing.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They ain't never been married.
But listen.
They've been together like 27 years.
Everybody don't follow the beige people. What the fuck is wrong with you? Lobby talking shit, bro. She be talking shit.
Everybody,
bro.
What is beige?
Everybody's relationship is different. Everybody's relationship is different, and it's tailored to what they need. And that's what I said earlier in the podcast when I said that everybody is looking at social media. Oh, well, you have to be at this time or this time or this time. Everybody's relationship is different. What works for you is what works for you. I was engaged for 4 fucking years. 4 years. 4. I didn't budge on it. And my stance was, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this one time only. You get what I'm saying? And I had to see, I had to see on all levels where we was, good, bad, ugly, everything. And sometimes a relationship had to be tested for you to be like, okay, I'm willing to make that commitment. But if I don't know and then I make a commitment, that's resentment, and then now it's just blown up. Like, bro, that's
any real nigga has to feel like marriage is a scary thing, bro. It's not something that you just take fucking lightly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that our feelings and emotions aren't there, but anybody who got self morals and value have to be looking at that like, man, this is surgery right here, bro. Any wrong move, this is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The marriage died if I snipped the wrong motherfucking wire. This shit is, you know what I mean? I need to do my homework and study this motherfucking surgery to make sure I can come out with a good outcome.
Well, you know what? I think.
And when you see certain signs, like, my thing is, I'm real big on this. People leave marriages for weak ass fucking reasons. I've seen it so many fucking times. So many times. Yeah. That shit can be fixed. You just don't want to put the work in to fix it. And it's easier, especially for the women. For the women, which goes back to my first statement, it's easier for y'all to just exit.
And it's easy for a man to keep coming back as a revolving door. He might have a whole side chick over here. He's done with her. He's going back to his wife.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But what was the back end of what I stated?
Get the best of the both worlds, because usually the wife, it's going to take her a longer time to leave. It takes us a long time to check out. We have to deal with that kind of bullshit before we check out and leave.
But what's the bullshit that you're dealing with? The things that you usually created by not addressing our issues in the first place.
Times, and we'll take that's our husband. We're gonna take him back. You cheat on your nigga one time, and it's like, nope, I'm out of here.
Yep.
Now that is proven well. Let's keep that one.
Cheating is a different thing, though.
That's a deal breaker.
That's a different thing, because I know it sounds fucked up, it sounds sexist, it sounds one-sided. We both know. Any real logical thinking adult who is in tune with real life knows cheating is a little different than it is for women.
All right, we're not gonna go there. So we're just gonna say, I'm gonna say this before.
Yeah. You give yourself to someone as a woman. My woman is giving herself, letting another man enter her kingdom.
So you're
giving somebody the keys. No. Sex is owned by women. Commitment is owned by men.
That shit can lead to divorce.
Okay,
so sex is owned by women, not by men. So you let another man own you. You let another man enter you. You gave someone the keys to enter your fucking household. Your kingdom. That takes a lot more than it does for a nigga to get erect.
But if a man cheats, you're entering somebody else's house if you want to say that. So it's the same.
Right. A man. Look. Let me
explain something. Let me explain something to you. You still gotta penetrate.
Look. A man gotta knock on her door though. And that woman got to be willing to open it. What type of woman is you? What type of woman is you to let another man walk through your fucking door? A woman got to open her door to me.
Just because a man can go hit a female and not care about her the next day, she can still get pregnant. And bam.
Sex is controlled by women.
Divorce.
So you let another man control you. You let another man control you. So cheating aside, because I'm going to have a strong stance on that. We just go take that shit out the equation. Because it's worse for a woman to cheat than it is for a man.
Yes, it is.
You just said basically a man doesn't have feelings and he can have sex with a woman.
Yes.
But you're also not talking about a whole life can be born.
That's a totally different subject. That's a totally different subject.
Okay,
it is.
Well,
just like women.
Because we all know. I've been quoting a lot of powerful phrases that this American lifestyle has. Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. So stop that bullshit. Stop that bullshit.
Yeah.
Stop that bullshit. Mama's baby, Papa's maybe.
And a man can't get away with nothing that a woman doesn't allow.
Thank you.
That is true. Either or.
Thank you.
Either or, seriously, because you allow that person to treat you a certain way.
Listen,
you
breeders are the cause of divorce at a very high rate.
That is true. That is proven fact.
Hey, and to back that, and look, at the end of the day, bro made sure he put that fact out there right at the end of the day.
But that might be the only thing.
I'm keeping it a buck. Most of the reasons that women outside of cheating, we're going to give you guys all that, whatever. Outside of cheating, every reason the woman leaves is fucking weak. Finances, you weak as fuck. Oh, he changed, weak as fuck. Why? But you never get to the root of the issue. Why is this a issue for you? Because that nigga changed. Well, why?
I got one better, D-Nut.
Because your motherfucking ass.
No, I got one better, D-Nut. I got one better. Oh, he takes care of me, but the dick is whack.
Man, Listen.
We can listen.
Listen. This shit crazy out here.
Cheating is a factor. Abuse.
Men get abused too.
Ooh.
Men get abused too. I know more men out here getting abused, not
Big
physically.
facts. Big
well,
facts.
They are physically too, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, men out here getting abused.
Financially.
Crazy. If you Google the top 3 reasons why people get divorced, abuse is not even the top 5, which is crazy to me. Yeah. So if you Google the top 3 is lack of commitment, infidelity, and financial challenges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion, personally, if just to sum it up real quick, we as women, I don't know, especially Black women, I don't know where a lot of us, not myself, came with the whole, if a man can do it, I can do it too. It's some shit a man can do I don't want to do. Okay. So the whole changing the roles is like, oh, well, I don't need this man. A man is he's a want. I want him when I need him. I don't need him, And me, my whole attitude is like, no, I don't need a man to complete me as a woman, but I need a man to complete my circle. So I can't be a queen without my king. It just don't happen that way.
Listen.
So I'm going to need him because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not changing the oil in my car. I don't want to take out the trash. I don't want to do shit that men are known to do in a household. I don't want to mow the grass. I will if I had to, but I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
People out here are living in a false fucking reality.
Right, because
listen, a lot of these women who marry because he spoiled her, he took her out on these expensive dates, he bought her things. She married for the financial stability without realizing that there's a probability that that's not always going to be sustainable.
No.
That's not fucking reality, bro.
I want to marry for security. And if you don't understand what I mean by that statement, I need you to Google it. And if you don't understand when I say I want to be married for security, that means you're not ready to be married. Because security has nothing to do with financial accountability or none of that. Okay, when I say that.
If you get married with the intentions of things staying the same way that they are, you're a fucking moron.
You're crazy.
Everything is going to change periodically.
Well,
you as individuals are going to change. Your household is going to fucking change. It might multiply. It might decrease. Because we don't talk about the loss in households that causes issues in marriages. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things, bro. They think shit is gonna be this way forever, and that's not fucking reality. Right. People need to live in reality, bro.
Well, right, because we're in California, so I keep hearing a lot of my friends or people that I know say, "Oh, well, my father took care of the household. I didn't have to work, so if my man can't do that for me, then he's not the one I need." I'm like, bro, y'all tripping. That's why y'all gonna be single, because my whole thing, I don't even want my man to come to me with 50%. If you're not coming 100%, then I can't come 100%. So we got to be in the middle. I don't want 50 of nothing. I'm gonna bring 100. You're gonna bring 100. And that's how we gonna rock this.
Well, we're living in a time where there's a list of restaurants women refuses to go on the first date. And shit.
Yeah, so buddy.
Let me tell you something.
We're living in a reality where the Cheesecake Factory is unsatisfactory.
And look, the fact that we have a list in 2023. I'm one for standards, but how trifling is that?
First of all, I like Cheesecake Factory. They got the best cheesecake.
You know though, but you know what? We gonna play some blame on these niggas too, because check this out. Let's check this out. You tried to buy your bitch,
right?
What did you really think was gonna come from trying to purchase your female?
Nothing. You see, this is the problem. Y'all got to go back to how y'all meeting these women. So when you meet these women and you treat them that way, they're gonna conduct themselves as such. So now you crying because your woman feel like she can't go to the Cheesecake Factory because it's a chain restaurant. Come on, man. First of all, I'm gonna go wherever my nigga take me. Baby, you want to go to Jack in the Box? Let's go. I was about to say
it's about knowing the person that you're dealing with. Bro. You really got to know the person that you're dealing with, and that's just reality, bro. You got to know.
But we got to get out this, la la
so
world.
You say so you don't have a problem with eating
hey, look.
Hold on, D. Hold on. Fuck that. So you don't have no problem, Juicy, eating anywhere.
Do I have a problem eating anywhere? I wish he could talk to y'all right now.
Keep it real,
Absolutely not. Nope. I don't.
Me and mine, we go everywhere.
That person has a problem eating anywhere. Okay.
Me and mine go everywhere. We might do some upscale shit. We might hit Chipotle.
So you
Right,
if
we
your man,
don't do Chipotle, but we go
to Wendy's for a 4 for $4, you'll be cool with a 4 for $4.
What's that's like the burger, the nuggets, the fries.
You know it.
Oh yeah, I didn't have that before.
How
you know what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's keep it all the way funky.
Hey man.
Give me a double quarter pounder. I'll be happy with that.
Hey man, listen, man. This was a funny episode because we gotta wrap it up. We got like 2 minutes before it shuts down. But just real quick, y'all. Just give some quick advice to people that's struggling and wants to call it quits. Like give some type of advice. Mills, we'll start with you, bro.
Bottom line, if you're not happy, leave. But if it's worth fighting for, fight for it.
Facts. There you go, my nigga. I love you. Juice, it's on you.
Don't listen to your single friends. Number one. Number two, talk to your mate. Stop pillow talking with anybody else. And allow your man to be that man. Stop trying to take the lead and control everything.
Boogie.
Yo, she took exactly what I was gonna say verbatim, because that right there is a downfall, and definitely a big one. Those people, for sure, for your family, keep them out of it, because if you take them back, they still gonna be feeling some type of way against your mate. You know, so
that's my baby. There you go.
So shut up is what you're saying, huh, First Lady? Shut your mouth.
I learned that the hard way. Keep your family out your motherfucking relationship.
There you go. There you go. La D-Nut. What y'all got, man? Quick advice.
Continue to date each other. Continue to give each other praise and appreciation for just the little things, and don't have unrealistic expectations.
There you go. I love it, man.
Righteous.
And this is my fam. This is what we do. I want to thank y'all for coming out, man. We had a good time.
How about that? Don't be a weak ass motherfucker. Be strong, stand tall, and work on some shit.
Lala said, "Don't be asking if you can't."
And that's my bro. And tell him D-Nut and tell him D-Nut said it. And there you have it, my niggas. Is honest asshole.
Like work on your social media, motherfucker.
Hey, look, Lala, go get bro some Hennessy. He deserved it. Tonight he did good. All right, go get him some Hennessy. He deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
Sit on his face or something, because he just all over the place. Like
he deserved it though. Hey, bro, you did your shit.
Fucking coming for me, bro, because I'll be talking that real shit.
Nigga, you come for every woman in America except your woman.
I say what needs to be said.
Yes, and his family that he cares about, right? And us. Anybody else can get it.
I ain't heard nobody call me out on no fact that I spoke, so it don't matter.
Did I not say you have to have fucking thick skin to hang with these niggas because they are irritating as hell?
Hey,
man.
Hey. That one with the LA hat on.
Hey, with that being said, it's Honest Assholes live streaming, baby, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Let's get it.